The Fugitives. This episode is like any slice of quote-unquote life for Wander and Sylvia. The episode starts with them being hunted down by a pseudo army of watchdogs, and they're trying to find ways to escape the planet and just go away. You know, just vanish because the watchdogs don't know that they are there, and they want to bring them to Lord Hater. And so the episode consists mostly of the different failed attempts on escaping the planet. Which the planet really gives me a Saudi Arabia kind of feel by the design. Mostly thanks to influence of Aladdin. It has like a very Aladdin-esque influence with the designs of the buildings and even some of the townsfolk with just their garments. And this is a really cute episode because it shows that in many aspects, Sylvia is more like a straightforward kind of person. Like, hey, we need to get out of here, so let's stick with the plan. While Wander, of course, you sort of see like he has a kind of, ADD or even ADHD, but in terms of helping people. He even mentions it in the episode that whenever he hears that someone needs help or sees someone that needs help, he just has to do it because it makes him feel good. He even goes to explain very elaborately how it makes him feel good from a feeling that starts from his left toe and upwards to his head. And it just feels so good. And of course, every time he goes to help someone, he foils one of Sylvia's plans on how to escape, from hijacking a ship from the watchdogs, going through an interdimensional door, and even going through the sewage in order to get into a trash ship and just take on, well, basically go on the ship and go away, light speed. Makes me think a little bit of the Star Wars escape that Luke Skywalker had to do in Tatooine with Obi-Wan and Han Solo after being pursued by the stormtroopers. Wait a minute, thinking about it, I think it's influenced straight from that. A tidbit on the poster that you see at the beginning of the episode, it is a big, like, it's a big reference to one of the first clips that was shown in San Diego Comic-Con a few years ago when the show was just picked up by Disney. And of course the poster has a few changes, but in most aspects it's the same thing. Maybe I can find like an image of how it looked before and how it looks now. I'll check. And it also shows like a bit of like it shows you a bit of how Sylvia works as well. For example, after I think the third attempt at when Wander is helping people, she basically tells him, hey, we have to get out. This is like our last chance. So don't screw this up, please. We need to get out of here. And she does tell him that, hey, no more helping. Help me, help us, get out of here. And yeah, I sounded weird there for a second. And Wander's like, okay, no more helping. I promise. But of course the watchdogs sort of figure this out that, hey, Wander likes to help people, let's make a few people miserable and ask for help. And when they do that, Wander of course gets very, very frustrated and even the show shows a bit of, well, this animated show shows us a few kind of scary images with how Wander is trying to hold back helping people. Like, you see these highlights of green like if it were a villain or something, but it shows you his anxiety, like, I want to help people but I can't. While at the same time, Sylvia's trying to open a gate that goes through the sewage pipes, like I mentioned before, their last plan. But of course, Wander caves in and helps the people and gets caught, and you get like this little scene that Sylvia is gone. She has gone through the sewage pipes, and Wander and even the audience ourselves are like, wait a minute, what? She's gone? Sylvia? Like, please, hey, Wander! But it gives you like, it tugs a little bit at your heartstrings if you've seen this show and you really, really freaking love the relationship between Sylvia and Wander, like as if they were siblings and best friends. Not in a romantic way, because come on, they show that they're freaking best friends. There's no romantic interest in there. And that's what I really like about Craig McCracken, that he specifically said that you normally see like a guy and a girl in a show, be it from a different species or even the same species or whatever, always hook up. The main guy and the main girl, they always hook up. And so Craig McCracken worked so hard to make Wander and Sylvia's relationship very believable. Like, they are the best of friends. And yes, they might fight every once in a while. They may disagree in some things, but they always respect each other and they're best friends, and that's awesome. The watchdogs are adorable in this episode. Like, they don't have that gruff voice. They're like they're like the typical minions, but they also show that they have a bit of personality when you see the episodes. Like, they're not just minions. They do their job. They work for Hater. They want to help him spread his hatred and conquering the galaxy. But you see that they have like a personality sometimes, because they're not just the typical minions like the stormtroopers, like I mentioned. And what else? Oh, the people that Wander help. This lesson shows you that sometimes if you help people, they will sometimes help you out. It's not like a specific law that you have to help someone in order to get help from them. That's a good moral for anyone who watches the show, especially kids. Come on, it's a kids show in Disney Channel, or Disney XD as it is now in that channel. And it's really sweet of Wander that yes, he likes helping people and he really doesn't expect anything in return, but he did mention that sometimes they will help you out. And each and every one of them, from the oh damn it, okay, the fly alien, that yes, he does look like a fly and even has a banana peel as a hat. You have the two ant armies, yes, red versus blue, that were feuding over 1,000-year war over a freaking peanut. And yes, a freaking peanut, I'm not kidding. A balloon guy who was almost killed by a what's it called, attack. And also a rock woman who basically dropped a baby egg without her knowing, a baby rock, I mean. And all of these characters thank him, and even in the end they help him out. Each and every one of them, and that's awesome. And basically that's pretty much it. I really like the expressions of the exaggerated scenes with Wander being very anxious. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, sorry, I can't talk today. When he's very anxious, and of course, like I mentioned, the personality with the watchdogs. And that's it. I'm sorry for saying "and" a lot. I'm trying to work up the thing in my head. So with that, let's follow up with the next episode.